Welcome everyone to part 2 of the Solstice Jungle Educational. In this segment, I will pull up a replay of a game I played recently, and I'm going to explain to you guys decision making and movements I made throughout the match playing Solstice Jungle. I would greatly appreciate it if you like the content to smash that subscribe button and drop a like on the video. But let's go ahead and get started here with the video. So I got the replay picked out already. It's a game that I, again, just played recently. So it is fairly fresh in my mind here. Fairly long match as well. So we will only be covering one match here in this part 2. But we'll go ahead. We'll get into that game. And everyone in this game was legendary or immortal rank, so it was a very high rated game. So we have a pretty good game here to showcase for you guys. So I'm gonna start here again with we'll go to my perspective. Going to start here with the hatchet and the buckler. We have the ward of sight down, and we've already kind of guessed as to the laning phase of the enemies here. We know they have a jungling Draconis. That most likely means they have an off lane Pharaoh, a mid Alonia, and then a Flint and a Witch Slayer short lane. So we can pretty easily predict the lane setup of the enemies as well as our team. We have either a Poly or Scrap support, the other for mid, a Midas for offlane, and a Hammerstorm carry, with me, of course, jungling. So we saw nobody blocking any camps at the beginning of the game. I was saving the gold. We will go ahead, we buy that second buckler, and we are ready to start jungling here. So the creeps will spawn. And we are going to kill this easy camp. So very entertaining stuff here. Attack everything evenly. We kill the easy camp there. We go ahead, we move over to the hard camp in the medium. We're going to stack these two camps. We stack this one with our body, and then at 58 seconds, we're going to turn around. We're going to attack the Wild Hunter camp twice. There we go. We get Solar Slash to one charge, so we crit on the next camp or cleave it down. And we are buying the Blights and the Health Potion as soon as we kill this camp here to send out to ourselves. There we go. We immediately spec our W spell there, the Shining or the Illuminate, and then we will start to work on this medium camp. Kite the melees as much as possible. Make sure our splash hits more or less everything so we get all that lifesteal. So Wild Hunter Ogre camp, not the worst camp in the world for us, but I believe we do end up actually using our health potion here. We'll see what happens here as we are getting quite low. Spec our level 2 in the Solar Slash. Now we're going to go ahead, use our trick that we learned in part 1. We throw the hatchet at 51 here, and we are going to stack both the hard camps here. So we're going to have triple stacked hard camp over here and double stacked hard camp on the left side. And we see Pharaoh take the rune, so we know that we cannot go for that. Very sad for us. We would have loved to have had that double damage rune. But alas, we will have to farm this triple hard camp here without a health potion or a double damage rune. But we get all melees, double Vulture Lord and Vagabond, so this is a very good spawn for us. We don't have any Catmans to worry about, so we have all 9 units to lifesteal off of. We're eating the tree. We're going to use the Illuminate as soon as it comes up. This helps us farm it. Now because we don't have the health potion, we're going to need to spec our stun at level 4 and use it on the camp to minimize some damage here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to make sure not to die. We kill one of the big creeps, and then we instantly use our stun, and we will kill off the entire hard camp. So we are doing very well so far. We send the marchers, and now we are going to triple stack all of these camps here. We throw the hatchet at the hard camp, and then we will run over to the easy camp, use our Illuminate, and trigger the medium camp as well. So we get all 3 stacks. Again, we're having an amazing rotation so far. If we check the GPMs, we're already up to almost 300 GPM. This is going to start to skyrocket in the next minute or so because we have a lot of stacks to take. So we'll check that again in a minute or so, or a couple of minutes. So this part's pretty straightforward. We're pretty high level now. We got double buckler, we got boots for extra movement speed. We're going to hit level 5 here. We get the Solar Slash level 3. And the rest is going to be very easy and straightforward now. We've already completed the hard part of the jungling rotation more or less. We kite everything. We make sure to hit our splash. We're always hitting the big creeps. So once we get out of the jungle rotation, that's where we'll start to do the analysis part of the game. Use our Illuminate there as soon as we get mana. We'll finish off this camp. Now, unfortunately for us, the timer is running pretty fast here. We're not going to be able to get both the medium camp and the hard camp, so we only get the medium camp there. So we do end up missing one stack, unfortunately for us. So we're going to work on the triple medium camp here. We already have our first punch dagger coming. This is going to most likely give us enough gold for our next punch dagger as well. We'll have the full ghost marchers. So we can sell the shield now. We'll buy the next punch dagger. We have our full ghost marchers under 5 minutes. We clean up this camp. We hit level 7. We're level 7 by 435, and again we have level 4 Draconis on the other team, level 5 Flint and Alonia mid and carry, 3 support and 4 suicide. So again, we are very high on XPM and gold right now. We are the highest level in the game by far, and we're not even done with the jungle rotation yet. So we go ahead, we kill the easy camp there, we stack this hard camp. And we will clean up the next 4 camps here before 6 minutes. So we're going to farm all 4 of these camps. Use our Illuminate to pull these 2 together, do some damage to both the camps. And if I remember correctly, I think we get level 8.5. And we would have been 8 2/3 if we didn't miss that hard camp stack. But it does happen sometimes. We do sometimes miss 1 or 2 stacks. It is not the end of the world, but can always strive to do better the next time. So we're level 8 here. We got a hard camp and a medium camp still to do, so this should get us about 8.5. And we have our, I believe our, we have our chalice coming with a TP. We'll buy a veiled rot from this observatory. And what we can do now as we finish this last camp is we can look where we want to start to set up some ganks. So we know there's a lot of people mid, so mid is not really a good option for a gank right now. We see the Pharaoh here on the Ward of Sight. We know the Alonia is low on mana, and we see Draconis take the rune top. Here, I'll just pause it for a sec. So we know that Draconis got a rune top. We know Pharaoh took the rune bottom. Alonia is low on mana, so he's going to go back to base most likely. The Flint is a really good gank target up in the top lane, but I see Pharaoh here on our Ward of Sight. He's out of position, so I'm communicating with my team. Hey, Polly, can we set up a kill on this guy? Hammer is also, I believe, going to end up moving over as I use my charge here for this kill onto Pharaoh. So we have Hammerstorm moving over, we have Polywog moving over. This should be an easy kill for us with 3 players. I've already used my slow to slow him down. Poly will use his tongue tie there, and Hammer will get the kill with his hammer throw. So we end up giving the kill to our carry. It works out very nicely. So again, I don't think I can really gank mid right now, but Flint is a really good gank choice, but I don't have the most HP and mana, so I want to try to sustain myself a little bit before I go up there for a gank. My offlaner is currently setting up a gank mid. He's communicating that with me. I'm asking him if we can kill the Flint. So right now, we're just going to farm for a little bit, but we are going to gank soon as we have our ultimate and everything ready to go. So I believe I'm going to smoke up here top. Now we have a Vorax coming up here, so this is going to be an excellent bait for us, as Flint will most likely need to kill this. And they set up a kill on the Draconis here in the mid lane. So my offlaner, he's saying I need to go back to base. I can port top after I heal, so I'm playing very patiently. I want to wait for Flint to show. I do not want to get my veiled drop broken. That would be a very big waste of my time. This is a very easy kill for me to set up, as Flint has no escape. So as long as Midas is here, this is 100% and very easy kill for us. So we're going to play this very patiently here. We're going to make sure this gank works. We're going to wait in the trees here. We wait for Midas to come. We're not going to rush this. So once Midas is up here, he's going to hide in the trees as well. It's a little bit too far for us to go for the Flint as he's in his tower. So we're going to have to wait for Vorax to die here. And we're going to go for him on the next creep wave. So again, we're just going to be very patient here. So I use my Luminescence there, my W spell, to spot out both the Flint and the Witch Slayer through fog. He goes to farm. I set up my ultimate. It's going to connect, and Midas will land a very easy transmute. We get the kill. I used my Shadow Dash, but I did not even need to use it, so I end up wasting a little bit of mana. But again, not the end of the world. We kill their carry. And we just go back to things as usual. Might as well pull the lane, and I will try to go set up a gank somewhere else. So I see Alonia mid lane. I'm going to take this refreshment rune here, or Merrick's rune up in the top lane. Now Alonia is playing very aggressively. He's pushed up to the tower, so this is a very good chance for me to set up a kill, as he is not really able to slow me down. So I end up getting a solo kill here on the Alonia. So already in the last minute, I've set up a kill on both the enemy's carry and the enemy's mid. So we've already done an amazing job here of setting up kills on the key heroes of the enemy team. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to be stacking the jungle. We're not going to be farming the stacks. We're going to wait till daytime, which is coming up in 3 minutes. So we stack the jungle here. And we're going to have jungle camp stacks waiting for us when daytime comes. So we'll just kill a couple of creeps here and there, but we always want to upkeep our health and mana. We can't farm these stacks at nighttime. So I'm going to see that these camps are stacked as well. So Pharaoh, he's our next gank target here, as he is fairly pushed up. And I don't have my ultimate, but that doesn't mean we can't set up a kill on him. We have Poliwag coming over from the side, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a charge. Hammer's going to get his throw off, and Poly will use the morph. A very easy kill, 3 versus 1. I don't need my ultimate. And again, we can go back to setting up more stacks for us for daytime. So in this video, or in this game I should say rather, we're going to be going for Alchemist Bones into Portal Key, and the reason we're doing that is because we're doing a lot of ganking. We want to do that upkeep our GPM and XPM item build that I talked about in the educational part 1. We're going to go for the Alchemist Bones here, and that's going to get us a PK probably around 15 or so minutes. So we'll have pretty decent farm this game as we transition into mid game. So again, I still have my ultimate ready to go. We can look to gank the Pharaoh again. We don't know where he is, but if he comes back bottom, he's a very easy kill for us. So I call missing there on the Pharaoh. We don't know where he is. Gonna play very patiently. We see him on the lane. Now, he doesn't know that I'm here, as I have revealed him. Going to channel my ultimate here as we get the hammer stun. After the stun wears off, we use the fear. And we set up a kill there with our Shadow Dash. Our Hammer Storm's going to TP out, as Draconis did use his stun. Now I actually make a mistake here. I thought that I could survive this, but he's actually going to chase me down and kill me. So again, I made a mistake. I could have used my TP as well when Hammer Storm used his TP. And I could have prevented this death, but I made a mistake. So unfortunate for me. We're going to have to be dead for a little while here. But it does happen. We do make mistakes sometimes. We learn from them. So we see that they are actually coming into our jungle and invading the stacks, which we've been working on building for our next daytime, which we're going to hit here in about 10 seconds. So we are now respawned. It's about to be daytime. We want to take all our stacks. And that's going to give us our Alchemist Bones. So we go ahead, we go back to farming. It's daytime now. We are going to be farming the stacks. Alonia was, I believe, stealing some of the stacks here. He ends up dying to the neutrals. So we'll just go back to farming our stacks. Fast forward this a little bit. Bring it all down. So we got our Alchemist Bones. It's a little late this game because we have the one death, but that's okay. We're still farming very well. We're about to hit level 12 here. So we kill all these stacks. So we should be getting the portal key. Yeah, I think around 15 to 17 minutes this game. Won't be too long. I think we're even gonna work on a stacked ancient in the future here. So, I believe Polly's going to stack the Ancients here, and then I'll do the triple Ancients, and that'll give me almost enough gold for my portal key. We'll fast forward here. Ancients get stacked. And we're going to go ahead and take those. So if we take a look at the GPMs, we're at 400 GPM. So again, we're farming very well. We have 400 GPM on our carry, almost 500 GPM on our mid. Oops. Everyone's doing quite well this game. So we have 1600 gold. We almost have enough for our portal key. So we'll just keep farming away during daytime till we get our portal key. I believe we get the 2 stacks here as well. So this should give us enough gold, I think. We have the alchemist bones as well. Okay, so we got a 15-minute portal key. I was right. So that's good. We can now leave the jungle for Hammerstorm now that we have our PK and our Alch Bones, level 14 at 15 minutes. We have nighttime coming up in 2.5 minutes. So we have a couple decisions to make. Do we want to set up any kills now that we have the PK, or do we want to keep farming until nighttime? So right now we have Scrap Veiled Rotting. It's going to run into Dracotus here. So I decided not to go here because we didn't see anybody else on the map, and we didn't know if they would TP. It was very close to a tower. So we probably could have went for this kill. It was a little too defensive by me, but at the same time, it's better. Sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm hanging around the enemy side of the map right now. I'm stealing their ancients. We know that we're very strong right now. I believe we're in a sizable lead. We have a 5,000 gold lead, which is a pretty decent lead for 16 minutes. So now we are thinking about taking a team fight down here in the bottom lane. We don't see anyone farming mid. We have a good idea that they're most likely all in their jungle or top lane protecting the flint. So we're going to try to force this tower. We have a catapult as well. We have mouse traps for Dracotus if they decide to defend the tower. So this tower is going to more or less die very quickly. And next item we're going to build into against this team is we're going to need a Shrunken Head. They have an Alonia, a Pharaoh that locks us down, in Mummy Wall's a Witch Slayer. A lot of AoE damage. Shrunken Head is very good this game because they have lots of control and stuns. So we'll go straight into a defensive item this game. Will allow us to run around the team fights and auto attack a lot. I think I didn't go in here. They were... Okay, Draconis overextends here, so we do go in and kill him. So we end up trading our support for their jungler. It's a pretty good trade. So I got my Mighty Blade. We're gonna be going for a Shrunken Head this game. Just going to be initiating for our team. Now it's nighttime again, so we're not going to really be farming too much. We're going to be looking to set up ganks here. We'll just kill this camp. We'll most likely join our team. We have a Vorax top lane. So I think we're going to head to the top lane now. Fast forward this a little bit. Might have even farmed the mid lane here first. Okay, so I believe we go to the top lane now. So over here we have Polly actually gets picked off. We have pretty scattered fight here. Midas is trying to juke in the trees here. I think he goes down. Oh, I missed that. So I caught the Alonia by himself, I believe. So I'll just show you guys that. Alonia is really low by himself here. So I go in and I just burst him down really quick and I run away. They don't really have any mana on their Witch Slayer, so they're not able to catch me.
Bring the base down. My Varlax is on the loose. Push, push. Bring the base down.
I hope that doesn't... Okay, good. Sometimes that audio just like bugs out and it keeps playing over and over. Alright, so we got a kill again on their mid. Pretty good. We're level 16. We're the highest level in the game once again. So we're getting kind of close to our Shrunken Head. We almost have the Warhammer. But right now, there's not a whole lot we can gank. I think Polly... Does he die here? Looks like he dies here. So we're going to go ahead and buy the Mighty Blade there. We only need the recipe now for our Shrunken Head. And... Oh, Draconis is there. I think we go for this guy because we see Alonia is mid. I'm going to get ultied by Pharaoh here. I'm going to get tableted from my teammate though. And I think this is a retreat. We don't really see where they are. They're most likely rotating over as we're on their side of the map. But meanwhile, Midas is getting a kill on the Witch Slayer, so that's pretty good. I wonder, was he baiting? Doesn't look like it actually. Draconis was farming Ancients. Lonia was mid. Flint was jungle. So, I was wrong once again. So, I was trying to be patient here for a kill, but nobody ended up coming bottom to farm. So, I think our team wants to do Kongor, so I'm most likely going to TP here and help them out with the Kongor. Yep, so we kill this camp and we're going to go over to Kongor. Again, we're getting really close to our Shrunken Head. So right now we're just trying to farm up those core items. We have pretty good farm on the Hammerstorm as well. He's level 16, I'm level 17. So we're definitely in a lead right now. We're winning by 12,000 gold. I don't even remember if it felt like we were winning by that much, but we just have a lot of farm on everyone in our team. So 700 gold away for Shrunken. 2 minutes till daytime. We can't really farm that fast, but that's okay. See what we do here. We have ultimate, so we could set up a kill. So they're playing very passive for a good reason. They're not in a good position. So we'll just keep farming. We need 500 for Shrunken. We have a Hellflower here on the scrap. So this was a very easy kill on the Alona. He's still really squishy. Flint's getting locked down there in the wards. I think he actually escapes. So yeah, we were not able to lock him down there. That should be enough gold for my Shrunken.
I told him to go to top lane. Push, push. Bring the base down.
Let's see here. So Hammer, they kind of overextended here, so they get killed, 2 of them. I might go in for a kill here. Witch Slayer is very low. Use our ultimate there. Get the 1 kill. Now the only reason I did this was because Pharaoh had no mana. So it was fairly safe to do that. If Pharaoh had mana for a while, that could have been pretty scary. I didn't have my Shrunken just yet.
Beware.
So now that it's daytime, we can go back to jungling. We're going to heal up a lot from our slashes. Oh my god.
I told him to go to top lane.
I think we heal up like 600 HP here. Wow, that's like 700 HP. I really hope that voice line doesn't keep repeating the whole replay. Sometimes that really bugs out. I feel like it's whenever I skip through parts.
Push! Bring the base down! Top! I told him to
Is
go
there
to
even a
top
Vorax?
lane. Top!
Oh my god, it's so distracting.
I told him to go to top lane.
We're gonna have to mute some of this, I think. Alright, so anyway, we're regenning right now. Reporting to mid. We have our Shrunken. We're going to be working on a Hellflower now. So we're trying to set up ganks as much as possible. There's no more towers here. We only have the outer tower top. Hold on. I need to, whoops. Oh my god. Let's put the sound back on. This freaking Vorax sound is really annoying. So I have my portal key up, I have my stun. Gonna go in here. We stun the Alonia. Sheep in the background on Flint. This was a pretty sloppy fight. I think we didn't really get a good initiation there. So, oh my god, I have to mute that. It's so annoying. Sorry guys. Apparently whenever you use the fast forward keys and you have a scrap in your game, it just bugs out the audio. So we ended up kind of positioning kind of bad here. We didn't really get the jump on the right targets. Again, guys, this is a high-rated game, so if you kind of make these small errors, sometimes it looks really bad. We overextended here. We ended up dying on 3 people, but we're still in a really good spot here. So we'll go ahead. We'll fast forward a little bit. Might have to do the rest of this with no audio, because I think we're going to be hearing Vorax bite destroy the whole time, which is pretty funny, but it is what it is. So anyway, next we're going to be working on our Hellflower. We're going to do the Kongor here. We have good wards of sight down. We know that they're not coming. They're dead on their Draconis. So this is a really good time for us to do Kongor. Pharaoh is going to jump in here. He was late. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong things. All right, let me go back here. So as you guys can see, this is in 1x speed. Pharaoh's going to try to steal the Kong. He was a little bit off there. He initiated, but the Draconis was dead. I go in on the Witch Slayer here. I didn't use my Shrunken, which I should have used my Shrunken. That was a mistake. I used my Shrunken to block the Flint money shot there, so that was good by me. But I could have honestly died there. Too slow reaction of me to use the Shrunken. But we ended up getting their Kongor. We killed the Pharaoh and the Witch Slayer, and nobody died. So pretty good fight for us. Vorax, bite, destroy. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna take movement speed this game. Because again, we're chasing down people, so we want nice mobility. So Pico stole my regen rune when I was really low, so he bought me a rejuvenation potion. Very nice of Pico to do that for me. The Hammerstorm. Let's see here. We're trying to let our hammer farm now as much as possible, but we are still farming when suitable here. We will take the ancients here, while the rest of the team is currently bottom. We have the Vorax top, so I think I'm going to join my team after this ancient.
Here comes the Vorax.
I wish I could just mute the Vorax. I'm sure you guys are going to have a nice kick out of that, but nothing I can really do, as I feel like watching a 50-minute replay in 1x speed sometimes is a little bit boring. But we're going to kill the Kongor here. Now, I think this gives us a token. We have 30 seconds on the Kongor Slayer, so we should be giving the token to Hammer. Yeah, we got a token there. So Hammer should be picking up the token. I got a DD here. I don't think I end up using this for anything. Again, they were pretty scared of us. We have a token. We're really high level. They have a team that's really hard to push into. It's really hard to push into Alonia and Draconis and Pharaoh. and Flint. Like all four of these heroes. The Witch Slayer doesn't matter too much, but man, it's really hard to push into these heroes without getting a pick off first. So we're most likely not going to use this token here. We're just going to space the map, take all the farm we can, kind of starve them of resources. I'm sitting mid waiting for them to kind of leave the base. They're kind of sitting out by the bot lane. We're taking their ancients. They really can't, as you guys can see, they're just sitting in their base right now. It's not like they're playing bad or anything. It's just how the game is kind of going that they can't really leave the base. So anyway, we'll fast forward a little bit here. We'll wait for the next kind of action to happen. But we do end up breaking the tower here, it looks like. And Hammer's going to lose his token. I don't think I got a good ultimate here. There was no real initiation. We didn't get a Midas combo or a poly hold on anybody. So my ulti whiffs there, unfortunately. Sometimes that happens. You hope that it works, but anyway, I think we decided not to push this anymore. I can't remember. We had the Vorax doing a lot of damage up in the top lane. So we got their base tower up to half HP. That's pretty good. And we got their tower down here. So we're slowly cracking their base. Again, it's really hard to go high ground against their team. So here, Scrap gets initiated on. I think I decided to go in here to kind of help him out, which was not the right decision. I do end up living, but it looks like my teammates decided to turn around and man up. Oh, Hammerstorm's going to hit on the barbed armor, so he's going to go down there. But I was too low to re-engage, didn't have Shrunken Head up. So we end up losing 3 players. Again, we get the 1 kill onto Pharaoh, not really a good fight for us. We'll fast forward here a bit. Just going to do some farming. We're waiting for our teammates to come back alive. I think we tried to go for a kill here on the Draconis. But, okay. So I actually missed my Luminescence and he missed his combo. So we didn't really line up our spells there at all, but it happens. So anyway, we'll just be farming for a little while. We'll get our HP back. I think, if I'm not wrong, we're getting close to the Hellflower. We might have two of the. Okay, we actually have all 3 pieces. So we have a 34-minute Hellflower. We're farming almost 500 gold per minute. So our farm is pretty good this game. We're level 21. We're the highest level in the game with Flint on the other team. So right now our vision is not too good. We're not really sure where they are, but they're usually on their side of the map. So it's pretty safe to kind of farm as long as we're kind of together. We'll rewind that. The Draconis looks like he came out of the base by himself. He ends up going down here. Meanwhile, Midas, he gets sheeped by Witch Slayer. He goes down. There's a buyback on their Draconis, so we are most likely not going to fight here. Meanwhile, this is going on. We were doing a really good distraction. Hammer gets the Rax here with Scrap. And I think the Range Drax... Okay, it looks like the Range Drax didn't die. I think he dies, right? Does he actually live? Oh, he's actually healing quite a lot. Okay, he does end up dying. But, oh, I forgot to watch what I was doing. So anyway, while that was going on, we saw Alonia defending the tower here from Vorax. I still had my Shrunken Head up, so I'm going to go in there. Unfortunate for me, I didn't have my Luminescence up, so I lost a little bit of damage, and I actually go down to the tower. Very sad. I was not very nice to Alonia this game. I was focusing him quite a lot, but I did talk to you guys about how the Flint and the Alonia are kind of key targets for me this game. They're very squishy targets. They have most of the farm. So our goal this game is the Solstice. A big part of why we pick up the Ghost Marchers in this game is so we can run at both the Alonia and the Flint, burst them down really quickly. So anyway, we'll fast forward here. That'll save us a minute. So every time I die, we get to fast forward a little bit. But yeah, we have pretty much all the items we need. We're going to, I think, be replacing the Chalice here. We're going to go for a Dawnbringer next, just for more mobility. with the portal key, being able to chase people down. So that will be our next item if the game goes long enough for that. We'll just continue to kind of farm the opponent's resources here. We do see two of them mid, two of them top. So we're going to go for the Kongor here. We'll probably even go for the token. I don't think that they can fight us 5 versus 5 outside of their base. So that's one of the biggest strengths that we have is we're able to kill the Kongors very easily. I'm going to go ahead and kill this one. And the other one on the Hellborn side is spawn. So we will, I believe, go for that one next. Got the Invisibility Rune here. Going to try to scout people out. We don't see anyone. We see them bottom. We see them on Kongor now. So, again, we see them all mid. Our Hammerstorm needs his Shrunken, so we'll wait for his Shrunken, and then we'll probably do the Kongor here.
Bring the base down. Fun starts now.
Wow, Vorax just keeps bringing the base down, apparently. Well, it's okay. Sometimes you gotta watch replays with no sound. So anyway, I think it's just a matter of time before we do the Kongor. We got 86 seconds here on the Kongor Slayer. We push out the bottom lane. They do scout it out, but again, they can't really fight us outside their base. So if they try to take this fight, which they honestly might feel they have to, we'll see if they do take this fight. Pharaoh, he gets Hellflowered here from Scrap. I think we're going to finish this off, and they're not able to jump in. Token is actually on the ground, so we actually don't pick up the token on Hammer. I'm going to go for the kill here on the Witch Slayer. The Pharaoh is also going to die. I think, yeah, so our Midas gets the token. Meanwhile, in the top lane, it looks like Polly was split pushing with his wards. He dies. And I think we get the range racks here. So they're dead on 2 players. We might be getting close to closing out this game now. The token on Midas doesn't make too much of a difference, but the Kongor buffs help everyone out. So yeah, so here I pick up an Ice Brand. We're going to be going for Dawnbringer. I pick up the Ice Brand because I'm in a pretty good spot. I don't need the Firebrand or the Searing Light for farming or mobility as much as the extra slow would help me out right now. Plus it's my base stat of strength, so go for the Ice Brand first here. Bulk up a little bit more. Gets me a little tankier. They're still dead on 2 players. So I think we're going to try to take a fight here, but they are respawning. So I think we're going to end up falling back here. We'll see what happens. So we have the Rax in the bottom lane. This is going to give us a big advantage while we're pushing. We have the Vorax as fun starts now in the mid lane, though. I think it's going to say in top lane, but anyway, Pharaoh jumps in here. He's going to catch Scrap. I jump on the Alonia. Again, I'm very mean to Alonia this game. He is my prime focus. Then the Flint and the Draconis are kind of next. But my Shrunken Head wears off here. I'm gonna end up going down. Meanwhile, this is more of a distraction than anything. So again, we'll take a couple deaths here and there to kind of sacrifice for some buildings. Top lane we have Scrap pushing. He's got a demonic, so I think he just gets the Raxes up here. So we were basically just splitting them up. And that's kind of how you have to play against these style of teams that are very good at base defending. We just split them up. We have people pushing on different parts of the map. Scrap gets the racks up here. We got tower and half of the melee racks with polywards. So even though we died on 3 players, every time we get some buildings for Raxes, we are making some ground here. So if I check the spectator, yeah, we're winning by 26,000 gold. We have almost... I'm actually the 4th highest farmer on my team, so I kind of fell off a lot. I died 4 times. I had a really good start to the game, but Solstice is more of a semi-carry than a hard carry, so he kind of falls off once the game gets to super late game. He's more of a semi-carry. So it's perfectly fine that we're not a highest farmer in the team or anything like that. But anyway... We will fast forward here a little bit. We respawn. I think we're just waiting for everyone to kind of regroup here. We just farm a camp or two. We're not really looking to build into any items right now. I don't even think I have buyback money, which is it's completely fine. We just have to take pretty much one more good fight here, and we will finish off the game. We got the Vorax over there. So bot lane, we get the initiation. I'm gonna jump in on the Draconis. I Hellflower him. He can't get his storm off or anything. I get a couple of hits there on the Witch Slayer. He goes down. My team started that one off. They got a good jump, and that's 4 people dead. So only Alonia's up versus 5 people. We'll get the last Raxus here, and that's more or less gonna do it here. So again, we had a pretty good game. We didn't play perfectly, but we had really good ganks in the early game, setting up kills on Flint, Pharaoh, and Alonia. We were very active at nighttime, so we made our presence felt on the map. As soon as that nighttime hit, we were ganking all over the place. And that's pretty much the key to playing a really good Solstice. You have a really good jungle rotation, you get high level in the early game, you set up ganks on those lanes, and then you enable your mid and your carry and your offlaner to kind of take over and snowball the game. So again, this was a really good game here. Everyone was legendary and immortal in the game. It's a very high rated game, and ended up working out pretty well. It was a pretty long game, mostly due to their team just being very good at defending their buildings. So it took almost 45 or 50 minutes to kind of finish that game out. But yeah, so we showcased to you guys in this game the jungle rotation, the movements we do at nighttime when we go back to farming those stacks at the second daytime at 12 minutes. We go for the alchemist bones into the 15-minute portal key. We work on those stacks, and then from there we transition ourselves into this combat style of semi-carry with the Shrunken Head and the Hellflower. Very good item pickups almost for every single game. The Shrunken and the Hellflower are very good, which I talked about in the part 1 educational. So I think that wraps up the analysis there for the replay. Um, Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 Solstice Jungle Educational, and I hope to see you all in the next one.